if you took a full hit on this, it tells me you're pretty much invested in stocks. You should not have taken such a brunt on that. And when you're looking at your portfolios, you shouldn't be looking at just stocks. You should have other asset classes. Even if you were half stocks, half bonds, okay, you're not going to be off that much overall. Now, once again, I do think this market probably is going to suffer some more. Does it mean it's going to suffer tomorrow or Monday? Could be more suffering next week. I can't predict the stock market. If I could predict it, then I'd be on some beach somewhere and be protected from viruses as well. I would be immune to them if I could predict the stock market also. Why could I not if I could predict the stock market? So understanding that, and the realization is and people have gotten to this point where this run over the past 10, 11 years and had one downturn of about 4.5% on the S&P 500 in 2018, people are like, what? The market's going to go down. And I hear this all the time. I told you about a meeting I had last week. It's just, yeah, I like the upside of that, but I don't want it to go down. Oh, you understand it's going to go down, because the only way you can avoid downside of a stock or stocks or portfolio of stocks is to not be in them. That's how you avoid it. They're going to move, and the day is coming where it's going to move down. It just came a lot sooner than I expected in having that conversation. And there's people upset saying, I expected you to do something about this, to stop this. No, I've done that because if I was asked that, I would say I've blended you. We've minimized that downside. If anybody's out there suffering and not liking that, you forgot about this. They do go down. This run's not going to last forever, as well as this downturn is not going to last forever. The bull market has ran 11 years. There's been a lot of downturns. We've had some 10% corrections. We've had some 20s on a very short basis. This is not some weird anomaly. Go look at some stock charts. Okay, so it's taken back a few months of run up, but this isn't like the sky's falling, the world's ending, we're all going to die tomorrow. This isn't that. This is a pullback, and you probably should have been taking along the time. It's called rebalancing your portfolio. It's called taking some profits. You shouldn't, and people call in all the time. There was a caller the other day talking about having a 2040 target fund. And what did I tell him? Told him I thought he was too heavy in stocks. And I gave him an example of Vanguard's 2040 fund is like 82% in stocks. So he only had about 12% in bonds. And I said, based on what you told me in your timeline, you sounded heavy. I would get to be more about rebalance.